homeboy, we came up together in this. We came up together before this. Put your hands together for my man, Little Danny.
Thanks, Rich. Man, how y'all doing? I always feel good, man, when I'm doing comedy. And then, you know, it gets me. And when I look around this room, and I always find out that I'm the oldest person in this room. Yeah, I'm 70 years old, look good as a motherfucker. Now, you know why I look this good? Because I smoked crack for 29 years. I think that preserved my life a little bit. So I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit to when I was going to school. I remember when I was going to school back in the 70s, you know, the teacher would ask you like funny ass questions like, give me an important punctuation mark. And I told the teacher, I said, the period. She said, can you explain it? I said, well, I don't know, but when my sister misheard, my mom fainted. My dad got mad, and the next door neighbor moved out of town and never returned. Yeah, and that's some real shit. I had this job working for Barrage Ride. And I remember working for Barrage Ride, I picked up this blind lady. And as we was riding, a gun fell out of her purse. And I asked her, I said, is that your gun? She said, yeah. I said, why you got it? She said, because I'm blind, and if somebody do something to me. But who the fuck she gonna shoot me? You know, they might as well get her driver's license. But I mean, that's some crazy shit that you see when you're on Barrage Ride. Because another thing happened when I was working for Barrage Ride. I'm riding one day, and I stopped at this light. And this Jeep pulled up with big eyelashes on it. When it gets you in the light, I had to set the nuts on the bottom. I said, what the fuck is this, a transgender mobile? And guess who was driving? Bruce K. the Jr. Yeah, that took the cake for me. But I've been doing comedy for a while, and I always talk about the shit that I did when I was doing my comedy. It's like when I was smoking crack back then, you know, like I said, I smoked crack for 29 years. From 1988 to 2017, I went from freebase smoking to crack smoking. Man, I was so high, Bird used that for the record. I ain't bullshit. I was so high, one time I called the police on myself, and they actually arrested me and took me to jail. The next morning, I had to go to court, and the judge said, how do you plead? I said, not guilty. He said, can you explain the 27 stigma like this? I said, yeah, I was afraid of the dark. Yeah, but I used to be 6'3", and I smoked myself down the back too. Nah, I don't smoke shit no more now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't quit cigarettes. You know what, I was the type of guy, if I came over your house, and if you had anything white on the carpet, you ain't even back to clean, I picked that shit up. Because I thought that was something to smoke. Yeah, and that's some real shit. But you know, I've been sober 7 years, y'all. And it'll be 8 years in December. My sobriety date is 12/30/17. So they said you want to stay sober, you have to change your people, places, and things. And the first thing you want to do is get rid of drug dealers' phone number. Man, I ain't talked to my daughter since. And y'all laugh, but me and my daughter still ain't talking to this day. Now, she might call. My daughter will call me when she wants to. You know what I'm saying? She don't, when she calls, it don't be how you doing, how's your family. She dives right into her problem. And you know what I do? I scream out and say, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you. But you know what, life is grand, you know, man. You know what, being sober. I just came from an AA meeting. And I found out one thing about going to an AA meeting. If you don't find guys on the street, you'll find them in an AA meeting. And that's for real. That church got built in Michigan a few weeks ago. You know what happened? God knew that the guy was going to blow it up. That's why he went in that church. He was in an AA meeting somewhere else. Oh yeah, you'll always find him in a room of recovery. That's how I met God. So I'm gonna leave y'all with a little light thing. You know what? Get you some white friends. Yeah. Cause I got a white friend, and we always talk about religion. So he said, well, little daddy, he said, well, man, you need to come to my church, because we do stuff different. So I got all suited and booted and went to his church. You know, and I see the father coming down. I extend my hand, and the father walked right by me. He goes over there with my white friend, and my white friend got hit buddies over there. They making noise, eating popcorn and stuff, and dropping stuff on the floor. So the father goes over there, and he points at him, and does like this here, and he walks off. So I go to my friend. I said, man, how did you get him to bless you? He said, man, he ain't blessed me. He said, you pick up that popcorn and give these two motherfuckers. That's what I'm telling you, y'all.
What's up, little daddy? You guys give it up for little daddy, man. Probably the oldest college we have here. Little daddy's so old.